the Clintons and Obama have more in common with Trump than they have with the regular people, because they all have the same type of friends, only with different interests. They all go to schools that so the children go to schools that 95,
Elite.
yeah, 98% of people can't even get into, either because they don't have the money or they don't have the right last name.
The
They have access
connections.
to connections, access to people, so they have more in common with each other than they do with any of us. And I believe Hillary was the one who went on the Breakfast Club and claimed, when they
Oh,
asked her,
yeah.
a black, so knowing that it's a
Black show.
black platform with black followers, and when they asked her what she always carries in her purse, the lady said hot sauce. I mean, it doesn't get blacker than that. And then when they asked, remember that? The follow up question was, are you saying that to get our approval? And her reply to that was, is it working?
I'll never forget that because I always didn't see Hillary as being black, but at that moment she convinced me she was black.
She's, yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. But that was crazy. That
yeah,
that 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 sequence. I do remember I do remember that sequence saying she has hot sauce in her.
yeah. She
She might
carries
as
hot
well.
sauce.
She might have said as well. I have some watermelon next to it. Make it complete and some fried chicken. Then
That's
then
about
it's then
chicken.
it's then
Yeah,
it's
yeah, 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 yeah. And some
it
gravy.
isn't getting any more
Yeah. So, but
blatant
no,
than
but
that.
that's what politicians do. Politicians are. Uh, I remember, was it at the university where we talked about this? I don't recall, but they talked about the why you should, so with regards to the protection of laws, why it's important to trust the judicial system, so judges, more than politicians. Because if you look, oh, I think this was even in secondary school, man. This was in high school, but basically, I'll never forget it. The main job of the lawyer, judges are appointed for life. Yeah, they might need to step down at a certain point in time. In some countries, they have to step down when they reach a certain age, but they are judges for life. A politician is a, let's say, when elected, is there for a specific period of time. So the main job, the main goal of the politician is to get reelected. So that means that the politician isn't really, oh, you have it, you pulled it up. the
Yeah,
politician
put it on.
isn't
Continue,
really
sir.
the politician isn't really focused on the politician isn't really focused on um, what will happen in, so making a change for in that will you might see the results in 20 years, because he or she doesn't know whether or not you'll be there in 20 years. So it's always quick wins. And the judges are the ones with the long term vision. So, yeah, I think that,
From a corporate's perspective, quick wins are always quick and dirty.
yeah,
Yes, and it always piles up at a certain point.
I can imagine. So you mean, wait, what do you mean pile out? The different quick wins?
The problems. So quick
Mm,
wins is you always try to get a shortcut, but shortcut is not not a lot of times you're not actually solving the problem. You sometimes just find a solution that will make it work for the time being. That's a quick
Mm-hmm.
win a lot of times. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sometimes that, well, not always, maybe I'm exaggerating. Sometimes that piles up, the quick wins or the problems that you don't address with a quick win. And it will bubble up a couple of years later, maybe months, maybe years, maybe a decade, but it will bubble up at a certain point. And then the problem is probably too big for you to solve.
I understand that.
But to bring it back to
Hot
our
sauce.
the hot sauce, I thought I had to look it up because it's too good to not share with the viewers. Um, so this was the clip. So I'm gonna play it.
You
Hot
just
sauce.
Oh,
She has to go.
what's
let me put it
More
up.
questions? They said no. She has to go.
what's something that you always carry with you?
Hot
Just-
sauce.
really?
You,
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
It's till this day